just tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
I'd say that we and a lot of private sector forecasters see strong growth and strong job creation starting right now. So really the outlook has brightened substantially.
It seems like you're not expecting a recovery, you're expecting a boom.
Well, I would say that this growth that we're expecting in the second half of this year is going to be very strong.
Very strong. You know, these guys have never been right. The Federal Reserve is always wrong. Check it out. They're never right. Now, all we keep hearing about is the boom in the economy, the GDP growth.
We know that you're going to have something probably in the order of 8 to 10% nominal GDP growth in the economy this year.
We just raised our forecast to 9% GDP here for 2021, and that's going to be the strongest growth since 1959. Basically, nobody in the business has ever seen anything as robust as we're going to have.
We're certainly going to have real GDP increasing 6 to 8% this year, maybe even more. We're certainly going to have.
So let's think about that for a moment. If you go back and take a look at 2008 to today, our GDP growth has averaged 1.6%. Of course, we had that big 34% drop in 22 days. Now, the GDP, they're saying after the last quarter went from 34 to 31, then 4. Now they're saying 9, 8, 10, 11, whatever. It's incredible. How can that be when Trump and Obama were less than 3% and both claimed the best economy in history? Less than 3%. So how do you get to 10%? When you lost 22 million jobs, 8 million are still out of work. How do you get there? Well, it's because you're coming from such a low position. That's why. Really simple. One of the first things you learn in business, the only way you can grow a strong business, right, is, and you guys, gals, you own your own businesses. The only way you can grow your business, make it strong, is through what? You have to increase your productivity, which comes from what? Business investment. You have to plow money back into your business, right? Now, from that comes increase in your productivity and your workers. They produce more. You bought a new machine, your equipment, so forth. When they increase more, sales are better. That increases their wages. You start hiring more people. People start saving as well. Maybe start their own business. And they all have a better standard of living. A country's no different. No different at all. So, to grow, and there's only one way a country can sustain its economic growth, is by paying down debt. Otherwise, it is not sustainable. I don't care what you do. If a country cannot keep paying down their debt, it is not sustainable. It has to be propped up. This is what they've been doing since 2008. That's exactly what they're doing now. When you try to grow a weak economy, which we have had since 2008, through printing money, through spending and consumption, through stimulus programs, by printing money, as we do right now. We're doing it right now. At the same time, you're increasing your budget deficits as we're spending more than we take in, and we're expanding our debt, especially through stimulus spending. We have massive debt accumulation. You know, we're almost at $30 trillion. Our debt is growing faster than what we produce. When you have that combination, it's impossible to sustain economic growth. But you certainly can prop up the stock market, make it look like you are. And that's what they do. When an economy continues, stimulation after stimulation, right now, 8 trillion. You take the last few stimulus, 8 trillion, not billion, not million, trillion. It identifies itself as a very weak economy. Always remember that. They can tell you everything you want, how great things are, everything's wonderful out there. But when an economy continues to do another stimulus and another stimulus, it identifies that economy as being very weak. It always has, always will be. That will never change. It's amazing. Now, the Federal Reserve did Operation Twist. That's an emergency injection of $400 billion. And that was back in September 2011. Why'd they do that? They're doing QE1, QE2, but why'd they have to come in with a twist instead of a QE? Because the economy was failing. It was in such bad shape. They did QE1, QE2, which simply means they print money, they drop interest rates for the purpose of trying to increase mortgages, people go and buy homes, student loans, and auto loans. That's it. But boy, when they come in with an Operation Twist, that's emergency. That means like, hey, we're going down for the third time. We're drowning. Drop rates on everything and anything in sight. Now, they just did that on March 5th, 2021. They didn't tell anybody. You know how they masked it? They masked Operation Twist by saying it was, again, robo money. They had to put money in the banks overnight. Overnight, because the banks were short. They masked it, they lied. But it was the same Operation Twist as they did back in September 2011, as they just did from March 5th, 2021 to April 5th, 2021. And what does that mean? It means the same as it was back in 2011. Real trouble for the economy. Now let's think about it. Powell said he's going to keep rates low to 2024. Well, you don't keep rates low to 2000 for 2 more years, do you? Of course not. Why would you? If you had a good economy, would you keep rates low for 3 more years? Of course not. You want to raise rates, because the faster you raise rates, you're telling everybody your economy's terrific when you're raising rates. When you're doing stimulus after stimulus and keeping interest rates at zero, then tell everybody, here we are in 2021, that we're going to leave rates to 2024 at zero. And we've done an Operation Twist, but they're telling us our economy's solid. Our economy is booming, and we're going to grow like crazy.
We know that you're going to have something probably in the order of 8 to 10% nominal GDP growth.
So how do you grow an economy that's in such bad shape? Evidence, Operation Twist, evidence, stimulus, evidence, nearly $30 trillion in debt. So how do you convince people? Well, they have. They have. Because you have one group. You have one leadership group that's been leading since 2013, and people just look at that one group of stocks. That's all they look at. They just look at that one group, big tech. And as long as big tech goes up, they think everything's terrific because there won't be any inflation. More when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. they've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, the market continues to rally. The big rally was the job numbers. That's right. That really pushed up the market, including, of course, the $8 trillion stimulus, which is huge. That's phenomenal. $8 trillion. That's what's propping up the stock market and the economy. When you put $8 trillion into the market and directly into the economy, you're growing the economy by printing and borrowing, going into debt. So it's not sustainable. It's impossible. But as long as people think it is and they keep buying stock, then ride the momentum of the market. You just got to know how to get in. But just think about it. These people, the Federal Reserve, not only did they use Operation Twist again, but they keep announcing that they're going to keep interest rates low until 2024. That's not done because of a growing economy. Just the opposite. You got to realize that. A solid economy is one that grows as a result of what? When you increase productivity. We're not doing that. We're not increasing wages. We're not increasing savings. We're increasing debt. All we do is print money. And the market keeps on rallying. But a very small part of the market. It's all driven by these big tech stocks. And even though we had a 10% decline from February 16, 2021 to March 5th, 2021, a 10% decline, they started, and the reason why it declined, because of the yields. They're too high. Way too high. See, rising yields are a real problem. And that's why they keep printing money and try to get these yields down. And that's why people who don't know how to get out of their stock in time, and you're in tech stocks, you're going to get killed. You're going to get killed. You're going to get sucked in and get killed. Because most investors do not understand why high yields hurt big tech stocks. Why is it that when the yields on February 16, 2021 was 1.25 or 125 basis points, why did it drop 10%? Because of the yields. Remember how it works. It's the way that Wall Street values big tech. That's the key. That's what you got to understand. And 99.99% of you don't understand that. You just jump in and buy the big tech stocks because everybody else is. But yields hurt big tech stocks because of the way Wall Street values them. They put in what they call rapid growth assumptions. They're built right into them. Then they use a discounting mechanism to identify their present earnings, the value now, today. Therefore, the higher the Treasury yields and inflation fears, bigger the problem for the big tech and growth stock investors, because higher rates eat into the present earnings value today, causing big tech investors to sell, as they did on February 16, 2021. They sold. As they did on September 3rd, 2020. They sold. So what do? They do everything to try to keep these yields down. And by doing it, stimulus and everything else, they're building debt. They're building debt. And it's the debt that kills the economy. That's what is going on. And people are still in there buying these big tech stocks. So if you're in there buying big tech stocks, we are. You just got to know when to get out. That's the key. When to get out. Now, if you take, for example, Larry Kudlow, he'll come in and back it up and say, but wait a minute. We got great manufacturing. It's just unbelievable how our manufacturing's doing.
The ISM report was fantastic for manufacturing.
Oh, fantastic? Really? Uh-huh. Well, then how come, Larry, we got the numbers for February last week, and they went from an estimated 0.5 to a bigger decline of 0.8, going the wrong way. Oh, and what about all these jobs? All these jobs. We had 993,000 jobs in March, and everybody went nuts. They went crazy. Buy everything. We're on our way. The economy's opening up. What are you, nuts? When they reported 933,000 jobs in March, we lost 22 million jobs. We still have 8 million jobs that 8 million people still haven't been called back to work. Actually, it's more like 10 million, 12 million rather, if you go by the withholding tax. But who cares about the withholding tax, right? It only tells you the truth. So don't look at those. Listen to Fake Business News Network. Let's take their 8 million. Now, what I don't understand, we have what they call discouraged workers, right? If a person doesn't take his job back because he doesn't want the job, he looks and looks and looks, and after he looks for a job for so long, they don't count him as unemployed. They don't want that, make the numbers look worse. If a guy looks for a job, he's discouraged, can't find one, they don't count him as unemployed. They put him in a column called discouraged. Well, I think we should have a column for the jobs too. Why don't we just be fair about it? Why are we counting the people who lost their jobs as a new job? That's like getting off your bicycle and they get on your bicycle, or someone else gets off their bicycle and you get on their bicycle and say, I found a new bicycle. Steal it. I mean, let's think about it. This is stupid. If you lost your job and you get a call, hey, come back to work, that's not a new job. If we can count people discouraged workers, can't we count them as catch-up jobs? That's what we should call them, catch-up jobs. Oh, no, but they don't want to do that. We got this big rally going. So what do you do with these big rallies? You just stay in and keep making money and more money? What do you do? Well, when I get back, I'm going to tell you exactly what you do. Join my gang free for 10 days and get the color-coded chart.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. That's right, and I hope that you're listening to my radio show on my YouTube channel. And every Friday, I give you the take on the market. I really do. I'll give you my take on the market. It's called The Unfolding of a Market Crash. People like it. They're responding to it. And every Friday, I review the market for the week, and I identify those things that are helping towards the unfolding of the market crash. Why is it taking so long, people ask me? What are you, nuts? Because this is the first time in history that we have used the Federal Reserve. They'll come in and they'll just keep printing like crazy. Printing all kinds of money to keep pushing the stock market up. That's what they do. And it's all the big tech stocks. The big tech stocks. And remember what they're doing. This economy can't last, nor can the stock market. It can't last. You can't build economies on debt. Great economies is when you start taking the debt down, not increasing the debt. But this is what they're doing. We're going to be at 30 trillion. So what do you do? How do you make money? Well, first of all, if you're going to go to the big tech stocks, you got to know what you're doing. Now, let's take, for example, all the big tech stocks dropped 10%. So that gave a big buying opportunity. But you got to know when to get out of these things. Because if you buy big tech stocks right now, remember, you're buying a big tech that has rapid growth assumption built into them by Wall Street. And then they discount it. They have a discounting mechanism to identify their earning the value as of today, not in the future. So when we have these higher treasury yields, when they push these treasury yields up, and why do treasury yields go up? Because people sell their bonds. They sell their treasuries. Europe is selling their bonds, selling their treasuries. They want to get in the stock market. And that is what hurts the big tech. So what you got to do is, again, what we do. First, we have what you don't have. Excuse me. Is a color-coded technology stock. I mean, a technology color, which means that, for example, let's take Apple. Apple dropped from $145 down to $116. Then it went from $116 up to $127. We didn't buy it at $120, $121, $122. You say, well, why not? Why didn't you buy it when it was at $117, Phil, or $122? No, because our color-coded technology made sure it stayed red, telling us there wasn't enough institutional money coming in. That's right. There wasn't enough money coming in. Even more, even though we have more money coming in the last 5 months than in the last 12 years. People are going nuts. The reason we don't buy them, the reason we didn't buy Apple, as I said, at the low of 117 or 127, because it was red. See, that's the beautiful thing. It's telling you not enough money is in there. It can't sustain it. So that means you could buy it at 125 or 122 and wake up the next morning and your stock's down 15, 20%. This prevents that from happening. Listen to what I'm telling you. So we bought Apple when it turned green at the low of 128. You're going to say, well, that's stupid. You should have bought when it was at 117. Look at all the money you left on the table. Really? You think so? Well, one day you're going to do that. As I say, you wake up the next morning and you think you're a hero. And then the next morning you wake up and your stock's down 20%. The beautiful thing, it tracks the inflow and outflow of money. And this is what you need to know when to get out. While you're getting out, the dumb money's getting in. They don't have a chart that tells them when to get out based on the money flowing. Facebook, that's another one, Facebook. Now, Facebook, remember, that pulled back. That one held in pretty good, though, around 252. Now it turned green. Now, we bought Facebook, and it's up 17% right now. Or it turned green, I should say. Not every one of my gang members buy it exactly when it turns green. That's up to them. but it turned green at $264, and now it's $310. So that means you had an opportunity to buy Facebook, and again, you had that where it turned green. That's a 13%. That's a 13% gain, or 17% gain. But that's up to you, up to my member where they want it. Once it turns green, it's up to them when they want to get in. But the most important thing, anybody can get in a stock. When do you get out of the darn thing? Especially when you got an economy, or a stock market and economy that's being rigged every day by the Federal Reserve, by the very, very wealthy who control the stock market. The 1/100th of 1%, they control it for the top 10%. They decide where the market's going to go. And we got this monster big tech rally. And they're justifying, saying, oh, yeah, but big tech's here forever because of big tech. Now in technology, we keep prices down on TVs and everything else. We have global competition like we never had before. All this crap. Oh, it will drop. You just got to know when to get out. So why didn't you get in and make part of that 10% of Microsoft, or make Facebook part of the 17%? Google, 9%. But Costco, when that turned green, it's still green, it's up 9%. Lowe's is up 16% from where it turned green, and it's still green. It will tell you when to get out. That is the key. See, that's what you don't understand. Now, when you go back to the big tech stocks that everybody's buying, you know when to get out of those as well. Even though this whole market is so overbought, it's incredible. Who cares? We don't care if it's overbought. You think I'm going to give up the opportunity not to make this kind of money? Everybody's pushing the market up. Everybody is rigging the market, from the Congress to the Federal Reserve to the Europeans. Everybody's in on the rigging. So make money in it. But as long as you got confidence you can get out, why aren't you in? You just got to know when it turns green, get in. When it turns red, get out. That's simple. And all you have to do is go to my site, philsgang.com. For 10 days, it's free. You get the color-coded chart. You get the membership free for 10 days. And you'll see it works. And all I ask, if you decide to be a member, and just help St. Jude when you're making money. Now, another stock that's doing beautifully is Bank of America. It's up 21%. BAC, from the day it turned green. Now, I'm not saying every member made 21%. Some made probably 21. Some maybe made 11. Some made 15. Some made 5. This depending on where they entered when it turned green. But more important is the exit strategy. And the exit strategy is built in for you. You don't have to guess. Just like when they tell you, buy on the snapback, buy on the pullback. But where? They don't tell you. But this chart does tell you. We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect
consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The market is stalling today, and I told you it would happen. Remember what they're doing. The more debt they're throwing at this market to keep pushing this market up. Remember, they're pushing the market up based on debt. It's not sustainable. But by stimulus after stimulus, keeping interest rates low, they can keep moving the market higher. All it's doing is making the balloon bigger and bigger and bigger. But take advantage. Take advantage. That's called momentum. Take advantage of the momentum. As long as you can sleep at night and know I'm not going to get caught. I'm going to buy Facebook. I'm going to buy Google. I'm going to buy Amazon. I'm going to buy, even if they're not big tech, buy Lowe's, buy Home Depot. My Lord, we're up in Lowe's 16%. Bank of America 21%. What's wrong with that? We just got to know when to get out. Now, I'm not saying every game member gets in at the very beginning of the green and get out at the very end of the green. I'm not saying that. But even if they get in and get half of it, so what? At least they feel comfortable. They know they can get out. And better than anything, they'll make money on the way back down. And you're guided all the way down because on our portfolio of stocks, my portfolio of stocks, the Work the Investor portfolio of stocks, we post them every day at 2 o'clock to tell you exactly what to do. Steve, who's the head of our education department, tells you exactly what to do. Here he is talking today at 2. He posted Caterpillar today and told you what to do.
Caterpillar here still kind of consolidating here at the top. We are green, still going sideways here. We're just in a little bit of a snapback, okay? So we're going to continue to hold it long.
And then he continues on and guides you through it. Hold your hand through it. What's bad about that? Nobody does that for you. Nobody. And when these dopes tell you, buy on this pullback, gee, market pulled back, buy on these stocks when they pull back, where? Where do you buy them? You don't know. We know because my color-coded chart tells you where. But also, for you people who are stuck with mutual funds, we designed a chart, and you can try it for 30 days. We designed a chart. It's called the Tracker, the Mutual Fund Tracker. It's the same thing. Nobody has one of these. For the first time ever, you're going to be able to track your mutual fund. You're going to know when it's safe to stay in, and you're going to know when you better get out of Dodge. You got caught in every crash. You never made money in your mutual funds, especially your 401k. It was too late. You got out, and it was too late. You called your broker. What should I do? What should I do? And what did they tell you? Oh, just stay in. The mutual fund tracker, the beautiful thing about it, you can be in a mutual fund tracker, and you can sleep at night because it tells you. I'm looking at one mutual fund right here from March to February, for a whole year. It stayed above this line that said you were safe. It was fine, but boy, when it broke through that line, you immediately got an alert. You got an alert. What's wrong with that? You got an alert, and it was posted to tell you, get out. You better do something. You better do something. Do you have anything right now in your mutual fund that tells you to get out? No. What are you going to do, call your broker? By the time you call him, it's already crashed. This would tell you early on. Try it for 30 days. It's free. My mutual fund track. Just go to my site, philsgang.com, and you can get either product. You get the mutual fund tracker for 30 days, and you get the color-coded chart for 10 days. Both free. Both free. Check it out. It works. Now, they're going to be reporting to banks. We're going to have J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs. That's going to be on Wednesday, I think. Thursday is going to be Citi, Bank of America, and then Friday we got a couple more banks. This is the biggest part of the earnings season. So it's going to be interesting to see how they manipulate these banks. Now remember, they love higher interest rates. They love it. That's why we're up 21% in Bank of America, because it turned green when yields went up. And this is what's really bad about tech. Tech has gone up when yields went from 155 up to 173. And now we're around 166, I think it is, on a 10-year Treasury yield, and they're still up there. Well, wait a minute. They dropped 10% when they're 125 basis points. So how could they be up at 166 basis points? They dropped 34%. Remember the pandemic? They dropped 34% because the yield was at 1.55, and it dropped down to 80 basis points. They were at 155 basis points. They couldn't hold it. Collapsed. The market went down 34%. Led by who? The big tech stocks. See, that's the problem. Now the big tech stocks are up. They're on their highs. And they're telling, oh, don't worry. Stay in them because there's not going to be any inflation. And people go, oh, no inflation? Oh, okay, I'll stay in. But do you know when to get out? No, you don't. You sit there and believe them. See, they got you through all your steps. They got your confidence. The fake business news network is wonderful in getting your confidence, especially in big tech stocks, because that's where you want to be no matter what. This is where you think you're going to be a millionaire in big tech stocks, but you're forgetting something. They're so overpriced, it's incredible. But they still keep going up because they're being forced up. But they've gotten through the hope. They've gotten through the optimism. They got you to believe. They got you in a point where you're thrilled. And now you're sitting in euphoria and complacency. And nobody's going to talk you out of anything. You're going to stay in those big tech stocks. Or any stock. Look at Lowe's. We're up 16%. But we'll know when to get out of Lowe's, just like when we're going to know when to get out of Facebook. And you should know as well, just like in your mutual fund. Why shouldn't you know when to get out of your mutual fund? You never know, do you? You're always dependent on a broker or an advisor. How good they've been. Oh, right now you take your statements come in, you throw them in the drawer, you don't even look at them until the market starts crashing. It is so funny. That's exactly what people do with mutual funds and their 401k. They just throw them in the drawer. They don't even look at them. Why? Because the fake business news networks got you in that position of complacency. Well, don't you think you should at least try this for 30 days if you're in a mutual fund? Free? The mutual fund tracker? I mean, what do you got to lose? Wouldn't you like to know when you should be out of your mutual fund? Just like with our Pro 2 chart, it tells us when to get out of Facebook. It'll tell us time to get out. And better yet, we can short Facebook. Now, you can't short your mutual funds. That's against the rules. Yeah, they never let you short mutual funds. Don't you love that? They make money on the way down, but you can't. You can't. And then you sit there and get on the phone, and you're trying like hell to get hold of somebody. What should I do? What should I do? And you think there was some rules or something that would help you out? No, because there's no fiduciary relationship between you and the guy that's working with you on your mutual fund or on your 401k.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Our partners, our shareholders, and that's it. Our loyalty is with our Wall Street partners, our Wall Street shareholders, and that's it. Not you. You're not included. So I'll get around to you when I can. Because when the market starts crashing and you want to know what to do with your mutual fund, this is what you're going to get.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio every day. Have a good, sound plan so you can go on and enjoy life.
Do you believe that? That's exactly what you're going to hear. You know what really gets me? Now they're pushing, don't worry about debt.
Whatever we were worried about, we're not worried about anymore. Powell met with Trump. Everything's fine now. So
remember that? They're still doing that now. Now they're still telling you the same thing about that. Don't worry about debt. It's not to worry about. It's the debt that kills your mutual fund. It's the debt that kills the economy. But as long as they keep printing, and just think about this, the more money they print, the more stimulus, all of that is bad. It's very bad for tech stocks. You should always have an ASIC strategy. And the mutual fund tracker gives you that ASIC strategy out of your mutual fund. And my Pro 2 color-coded chart gives you that exit strategy out of your stock. We got you covered on both. Try them free, 10 days and 30 days. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.